Good morning. I can feel the air of excitement in the air. This is a wonderful day for us. That's only liquid sunshine and out. We are here at this moment in time to celebrate the addition, this particular room, and renovation of our library. This is our headquarters. And by ours, I mean everybody. The library belongs to all of us. I would like to begin by remembering Mrs. Jean Moody for her love and unselfish support of our library through her bequest for the addition to the facility, this facility that was opened in 1989. I also thank my colleagues on County Council for moving forward with the 2014 capital project sales tax referendum, and it passed. More importantly, I thank our citizens for saying yes to the referendum. The 4-year implementation of the referendum yielded a surplus. At that time, Mr. Hemingway was our administrator. So what can we do to benefit Georgetown County with this surplus? Well, here is what happened. Along came our newly hired administrator, Ms. Christian, and she made a recommendation. She recommended a budget of $1 million for each of the 7 districts with stipulations. Now, this $7 million was only a portion of the surplus. We did not spend it all. I knew immediately what I wanted to do with the portion that County Council agreed to do. Even though there was a problem in the beginning because of the way it was being shared, thankfully, we were able to work through that problem with the help of the staff and Walker Regional Council of Government. And today there's no longer a problem with the surplus with capital project sales tax because the state realized that something needed to be done, so they fixed that flaw. So now we have a contingency list. So there won't be any more surplus. There, many years ago, the original plan was to build a new library, but it didn't materialize. But the renovation that we now see around us was a sound fiscal decision. Here we are today to reopen a new well-county library that speaks to the needs of Georgetown County. Today, the library really has a new name. It's referred to as the Media Center, even though we don't use that word very often. We no longer just check out books and materials. We have cultural and civic activities for all ages, from tots to seniors. We can access jobs, research a multitude of topics, print out documents, play games via our public computers. We also have a new spacious room for which to meet and hold activities. In fact, it seats 121 people. Thanks again to Ms. Moody. It took us a long time to reach this point, but we are here because of a concerted and united effort. Additional thanks to Mr. McInville with his leadership his vision and his enthusiasm when it comes to the library. If there's a grant out there for the library, you have his name on it. So thank you, Library Board, for hiring him. Additionally, we thank Mr. Walker, and we also thank the staff here at the library, because Mr. Walker did the planning, but he listened to what the staff had to state in terms of what they wanted incorporated in this library. And I think it's befitting that they also be recognized. This is a beautiful facility. I believe anyone would be happy to visit. Not only visit, but use it. And I'm sure the employees enjoy working here. Again, thank you for all of your support for making this possible. Go, Georgetown.
And now we will have the great pleasure to hear from Bob Woolley, the president of the Georgetown County Library.
G has provided the excellent transition for me, because I was going to start by remarking on the fact that from everyone I've spoken to, all the friends of the Georgetown Library, people in the community, the word beautiful has been used to refer to this new facility we have here, as well as the renovation to the library. Beautiful it is indeed. What a wonderful building we are in. But when I speak about that today, I want to talk about a different group that's beautiful. And that is the fact that when we talk about this beautiful building, it's here because of beautiful people. And I think that's important for us to recognize today. The people who use this facility, the people who serve at this facility, and the people who support this facility. I think those all need to be recognized on this day as well, as we have a grand reopening, to recognize those who have been faithful through the years in so many different capacities, in so many different ways. When my wife and I moved here to Georgetown 10 years ago, both of us had academic backgrounds, and we spent our first year determining where did we want to invest our time and energy and volunteer efforts. And it wasn't very long until we recognized the place where we wanted to do that was with the library. Now, as I say, it was a natural because we were both a fourth grade teacher and college dean, and so it was sort of natural to want to become involved at the library. But in a very special way, it was obvious to us that this was the community center for Georgetown. And I know there's a lot of wonderful resources and facilities that take place here, both under the county and the city. But in a very real way, this was the community center that brought together the diversity of Georgetown, its history, its past, its present, and its future. And you can see that on any afternoon if you come here. Take a look at the kids that are coming in after school, the parents who are working with their children during their reading times, and those adults who come in throughout the day to borrow books or use the computers or whatever the case is. This is truly a community center. And this new facility all the more supports and encourages that, which I think is wonderful. But the other part that we recognized during that first year, and all the more been affirmed over these last 9 years since that, is the fact that we've got an incredible staff that is working here, people who are highly dedicated, doing a wonderful job professionally. There's been some transitions through the years, and there'll be more. But at the same time, those people who are serving here are doing a wonderful job of serving our community and serving us in very special ways in each of their technical and professional abilities, just doing a really fine job. And then finally, there's the group that supports. Now, we talked, as Lily Jean did, about the government, and has been very, very supportive. The county government has been extremely supportive to us here. But that friends group that I've had the privilege to serve as president for 9 years, I did find out there is no term limit. There was, and they wrote it out. Anyway, for those 9 years, it's been wonderful to work with a group of people from this community who have really given their time, energy, effort, and money to support what are the programs here at the Georgetown Library. That's been very, very special. And it's been seen in a special way during this time of transition, and that's what we call it, as we've gone from open to closed to reopen and to being creative as to where we can be and how they can continue to offer services. But from the very beginning, I had said to Dwight, how is it we can help? What can we do? And that's been manifested in a number of different ways, which has been our privilege as this building has been transitioned during this past year and a half. And that's included everything from taking books off the shelves and putting books in boxes, to taking books out of boxes and putting them back on the shelves, to digging holes out here along Church Street and planting plants and what I think is a lovely garden that has resulted from this transition. And to donating funds to support what have been a number of projects. If you've not been at the children's area yet and not seen the murals, they are gorgeous on the wall. The major project that we're working on as well is something, again, for our children's area, and as Whispers of Our Ancestors. A statue that will be produced to what is memorializing a very special relationship between Harry Tubman and James Bowley, the local person here in the community. And this project has been very, very special as well as we work toward that and hopefully have that completed in 2025. Again, I share beautiful building, beautiful people that are a part of this operation. And to all of them, I thank you for being here today. Thanks.
Now, this is now the end of the movie. This is the credits. But first, again, thank you for coming. It's our 225th anniversary as an institution, founded in 1799. And I think this is so great that we're able to open this up, headquarters after a long duration, and bring everyone back into it. So thank you for coming today. Trudy will tell you that I have white flaw amongst many. When I'm nervous, which I am right now, all of a sudden I cannot remember names. I cannot remember my sister's names. I cannot remember Trudy's names. I can't remember anyone's names. So please excuse me, but I wanted to let you all know that I would ask people to raise hands or stand up. So first, I would like to just underscore what Elijah Johnson said. This is citizens' unity. Way back in 1999, Tommy Edwards, our county administrator at that time, instituted Visions. I know some of you were involved in that time. And they came forth with a 25-year plan, or longer than that, of how we would transform services in the county to accommodate the growth that was expected. And that is yet to come, but welcome. And one of the things was a library did. And I served not under the general who was in charge of all of it. Do you remember there was a general in charge of the entire process? But I served under Squeaky Swenson. And Squeaky was so sweet. She would bring me cookies, she would bring me fruit, she would bring me all kinds of treats. But I was her go-to guy, and we worked with the citizens, and they said, this is what we want in library services. And they did that in recreation services, they did that for roads and bridges, they did that throughout everything. And so this was the last project on the list, because we realized we needed the projects first. Carver's Bay, Sanko Santee, Andrews, you Walkama. But we ran out of money. We ran out of money at the very end. And lo and behold, unbeknownst to us, a little old lady, who I won't say was sweet, she was not sweet. She was kind. She was kind. She was smart. She was determined. She was a businesswoman. She was tremendously civic-minded. And that's, of course, Jean Florida Rudy. And she came here in a little ramshackle car. Nobody completely listening. Loved library touring. Would be here every single time we did an event. And then by golly, she died. We were all sad because she was a presence. And then the lawyers came. The lawyers and Robbie O'Donnell and Scott Hunter. And they said she left you $1.4 million. And not only did she leave to the library, but she left the same amount to an orphanage and to her church, and then to a lot of other community groups, smaller amounts. So very, very generous, very favorite. I'd also like to thank Georgetown County Council. And members of county council, raise your hand if you're here. You see, try to try that. I do remember your names. I'm not going to say anybody else's names. I'm not going to say your names. So in any case, it was county council. It was always very supportive. Lily Jean led the charge, of course. And Raymond, I don't know how you persuaded him to give us some of his money, but thank you so very much, Lily. The rest of the county council supported us in so very many ways across the years, and you all have supported library systems expansion in your areas tremendously as well. So kudos to all of them. We also, of course, have our Georgetown Library Board, and I think at least 3 members of the board are here. Would you raise your hands? In any case, the board's been so determined to see this project through. Now, I want you to picture this scene. I come to them, and I tell them that Miss Mickey has left us $1.4 million. What's the first thing that you think they do? They all pull out their personal calculators and they begin calculating interest on money. I love these ladies. I have a complete female board this time, and they're so sharp. They keep me up. They can work with it. Thank you so very much for your help. We have a wonderful Georgetown County Administrator, Angela Christian. I tried to get her to speak to you all today. She's a wonderful speaker, but she's declined. But in any case, Angela has been there. She's a real library user. She comes in, but she gives me some great ideas. Angela, we will have self-checkout. We will. I promise. Angela also goes out to grants. And she's got us 2 ARPA grants in the can. One to replace roofs. We ran out of money, and this roof needs to be replaced. And another one to replace most of the windows, because again, we ran out of money. Thank you so much for that, Angela. She also got us a new bookmobile, $225,000. Where did you find this money? The Friends of the Library, under Bob Willie. Bob, you never can retire. He has done so much, and his wife Carol has done so much as well. They are working all of the time. They are showing presence here. There are so many wonderful other people here, but if you are on the board, the Friends board, please raise your hands right now. Oh, come on, there are more of them. So many ones I need it. And we have another wonderful person in the wings, Linda. Linda, where are you now? Linda. Yeah, she was going to organize book clubs, and she said she wants a book club on every single day. This is how ambitious these Friends members are. Time for a commercial. You can become a Friends member. For family, and we do not refuse any gift to the Friends of any magnitude. So, oh my gosh. Tyson Walker Architects. Michael, where are you? Michael Walker, stand up, Michael. And that man as an assistant. Lauren, stand up, Lauren. These individuals, I had the pleasure of working with them on every single library project we've done. No, there was no collusion. There was no money behind the scenes. It just happened. They're cheap. And tremendously good. But Tyson Walker Architects has been there for years and years and years for us. I certainly appreciate it. You're a man of vision, Michael Walker. You know how to create a presence, a place where people can feel comfortable, and it's appreciated so much. And Laura, thank you for keeping it straight. In addition, Cody Coutinho, please, applause to Mr. Coutinho. RC Building Company, did I get that right?
You got it right. It was Cutno.
Cutno. He was the nurse. I'm nervous. That's right. And Cody has been so wonderful to work with as well. He's produced a beautiful building. And Mr. Bobby. Bobby, don't do We need something fixed right now. Mr. Bobby, we need this done. Mr. Bobby, we need that done. Mr. Bobby, Bobby Harrington, I don't want you sitting back there getting up. Please come up here. The reason this place looks so beautiful and works so well is because of Bobby Harrington. He made it happen. Bobby, just thank you so very much. This combination of people who work, and the people who work are the fellows that get up on the tank, the women as well that do that, laying down the floor, stripping the walls. I mean, it takes a huge effort to get things done. Thanks to everybody. Thanks to those things. I'm mention him because I'm hoping that he will see this tape later. I'm going to really scramble this. But instead, back an hour.
That's good.
Okay. Ted was another key person in the RC building scene, and company taught him so much that now he's got his own company.
That's right.
Yeah, so he needed a competitor. But that place like that. Now I have saved the best for last because they're not last. Oh, I gotta get another joke. They're not last in my mind. Yeah, that's the staff. The staff of the library system in totality, but also the staff of the Georgetown Library specifically. And again, reference was made to the 70,000 books that had to be boxed, moved, then moved back, and boxed. They did that. Blood, sweat, and tears for sure. Trudy Basemore, my associate director, I want to signal out to her and ask her to come up if she would. Trudy has been my Lauren, like Lauren is to Michael. Trudy has been to me. She really keeps me straight. and she takes care of all of the details. She'll notice that she has in her hand a ribbon. And this ribbon does not have metal in it so that we can cut it. Only she would think of this. But she also thought of when we were boxing the boxes, we had to have box cutters that would not cut people. So she did an immense research. She found the late openings, the box cutters that would cut people. Cut eyes. I'm not the one that thinks of these details, Angela. He deserves a raise. So in any case, there is another individual, and is she here?
She's here, but she's in the building.
Okay, well, when you see Sheila Sullivan, please give her a hug. Sheila Sullivan has been with us for 50 years. Sheila is leaving us tomorrow. And Sheila said she did not want any recognition, which is all the more reason to embarrass the heck out of her. And we actually have a cake, thanks to Bob and the friends, with her name on it. She did not want any kind of party. Thank you, Bob.
She didn't tell me.
No, she didn't tell me. So in any case, please give her a special thanks too. She has done a tremendous job with Children's Services and has been instrumental in getting this place set up accurately. Again, I wish I could mention every staff member. There are so many people here, but if I mention one, then I should mention all. But staff members who are here today, please stand. I can see staff members. A lot of them are shaped up, and others are too shy to stand. But those are my remarks. Thank you so very much, everyone.
Yeah.
And then we're going to do the ribbon cutting right here. And I would like Miss Willie T. Johnson to come up to actually do the snipping of the ribbon, where we're going to do it right here, right in the front. We have to get the scissors, though. That's right. Gloves from the stem.
I hate to wait for the gas.
We thought this would be easier than hauling you down there and having you come back here for some like this.
That's
That's what we're gonna do.
Stop this. And contract rules.
That would be very good. Slow it off. Where's anybody? One more cue.
Who else would you like to call us then? Oh, that's origin.
Oh, Councilwoman, there's Michelle Angela Fisher, for sure. You know what, you know who you are. You know who you are.
You need to understand.
Okay.
And then listen. What? I can touch it. Absolutely.
And then you just over it. A lot.
We're going to take the still talking. She got
Look, I did that, but you're so bad.
well, this version in the house. It keeps constantly the somebody's arm. Dog come back. All right. And smile. I'm going to count to 3, and we're not going to cut the ribbon until I count 3. And 1, 2, 3. Thanks.
Of course, yeah, but I use like or not. You know, you were great.